Welcome back, everybody.
Guess who we are?
We can now play as Terry.
So we're gonna.
He has such a normal person name.
Look, a lot of characters do, and they just leave off last names that would have made them, like, noticeable.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like, Ken
is
an option.
Well, Ken's last name is Masters. That still sounds
kind of
like
generic.
a character.
Is that just a lot of fighting game characters are going to be like that, where their name is relatively plausible as a human name if you're not like a Tekken robot or a Skull Girl.
Maybe. Although the Tekken robot is Jax. That's a pretty believable name too.
Yeah, no, they just fighting game aesthetic is just plausible names. But I mean, if you look at the rest of these, like Simon.
Wait, are we missing anybody? Is it impossible for us to tell?
Yes.
We'd have to
Everyone
read through
is here.
all of this.
Everyone is here.
I feel like we might be missing somebody, but I'm not sure.
Anyways, there's a lot of normal names here.
So Terry was just announced, by the way.
Yeah.
I should point that out. He's got many different costumes. All of them are different, by the way. They're different versions of him from different games.
All right, so they're all legitimate alts.
Yeah. Well, they make sure Sakurai made a big deal out of this when he was showing off the character, but they're all from the different versions from different games. It changes his hat.
Oh,
so that you can tell what game they're from. So like this is like I think one of the first appearances, and then you've got like the Neo Geo hat on him. You've got one of the other ones. I can't actually read what the hell that says.
That one's just a Naruto plate.
Yeah, and it's just like some of these are really good actually.
Cool. I don't know anything about him.
Of Terry.
I don't know anything about any of him.
So here's the thing. Usually on Story Snark, when a new character comes out in Smash and we come in and we're playing it, which has happened, 4 times now?
Yeah.
We would go into story mode and push forward as that character for like an entire episode. I kind of still want to do that, but we're literally at what might be the final boss of the game, and I've not tested Terry.
Yeah, like go find an orb.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go find some orbs to clean up.
Look
real
at
fast.
him run. That is such a normal person run, but he's doing it at like double speed.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about that is just great because we just met him, so it's like
what's up, Terry?
My impression of him so far has been the one with the hat, and now he runs.
Left in here, or is this? Did we clean this area out? Actually,
I don't know.
Oh no.
We spent a lot of time in here.
We did spend a lot of time in here. I'm just trying to see.
We may have cleared everything.
I think we cleared it
because we
out.
really couldn't figure out that chest.
Yeah, it took us forever to figure out the chest. Then once we figured it out, I felt like a gigantic idiot.
I felt a little smug because it was like I thought I had noticed something, and then like told myself internally, no, surely he'll yell at me because he's already tried that.
No.
And then it was like, oh, that arrow did go somewhere.
Yeah, well.
But I didn't say it, so I don't get to actually take credit.
Anyway, I want to say the thing that we just walked out of may have not this one, although there's probably still some in the normal one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably a ton.
Is there a thing over here? There is, right? Like one of the portals.
Yeah, right there.
Where did that one go to? Do you remember?
I forget.
Well, I swear to God, there were some.
There's a Monster Hunter one in somewhere. There's a Donkey Kong one somewhere.
I guess those I think we fixed a long time ago.
Yeah, I think those are clear 100%.
Yeah, I think we cleared a lot of those out a while ago. I'm gonna come through the bismuth one and find the puzzle. I think we left a bunch of these undone. So
you know what? Yeah, we would have.
Yeah, it's a shame there's not like teleporting around this map.
Yeah,
except there may have actually been, because I just noticed there was a teleporter there.
Like, there should just be a menu.
So I'm just going to go ahead and give this a couple of shots, because I have no idea how to play Terry. It's not like we're really going to, like, lose to the final boss because I can't play Terry Bogard.
If we do, we'll just switch characters.
Yeah,
but we want to use him.
We'd switch him, yeah, just to show him off at the very least.
Okay, so for games from other fighting, for characters from other fighting games, they try to maintain the control scheme as much as possible within the Smash.
Yeah, and he has motions. Controls. He does. Like, I could do fucking all sorts of shit. Oh, wait, can I touch this ground? Yeah, okay, I can. I forgot if I had actually, like, spec'd up into spirits that, you know... Okay, this is a bad stage to do this in.
Well, at least you're not getting hit by the electricity, because you got a spirit on for it. Is it just a thing, by the way, for 90s fighting games to have, like, a very generic-looking blonde dude? Is that just kind of part of the aesthetic?
Kind of. Here's the thing, right? Terry is... first of all, let's just land that hit real fast. This is Final Smash.
Okay, cool.
He does like a power geyser into a Buster Wolf into like a bunch of other fucking
You say
moves.
These words like I know what they mean.
These are his signature moves in Fatal Frame.
Okay, I assume that, yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna say he's from Fatal Frame, is what people know him from, and that's kind of what
Are you sure that's what the name is?
Yeah, Fatal Frame.
Frame?
Wait, Fatal Fury. God,
I was
Fatal
gonna
Frame
say that sounds weird.
No, Fatal Frame is like a camera ghost game.
Okay.
Fatal Fury.
Okay.
He's from Fatal Fury.
Something sounded familiar about that wasn't this.
And in Fatal Fury, there is, I mean, this was kind of like covered in the Sakurai thing, but within the game of Fatal Fury, there is a tournament called it's King of Fighters Tournament. And King of Fighters later on was an actual game series they made that is supposed to be like the game version of the tournament from within Fatal Fury.
Is Fatal Fury not inherently a game about fighting?
It is.
Okay.
It's very story-driven. They just eventually kind of dropped Fatal Fury in favor of having King of Fighters instead.
Okay.
Because King of Fighters is its own franchise now.
Alright. And that's why there's so many characters in like the Smash reveal. They have like a whole franchise of other characters.
Yeah, and a lot of them are derivative as fuck because Fatal Fury is actually based heavily on Street Fighter. It was built in the same engine as Street Fighter.
Huh.
Well, it was built in the same engine as Street Fighter 2.
Okay.
So a lot of the characters are kind of like, they're not exactly the same as Street Fighter characters or anything like that. They're their own characters, but the general game feel is very similar.
But that's not why he looks like Ken in a hat.
No. Yeah, that was kind of my point, is that even though that is the case, he doesn't look like Ken in a hat because he's Ken.
I assume that maybe there was just a point in time where that was just what a cool guy looked like.
For him, yes. I don't know if I'd ever really consider Ken to be like a cool guy, but I'm sure there are people who find him cool.
The muscular, blonde-haired, blue-eyed dude who punch? That's like 80s action star, kind of.
Ken is also supposed to be American. That was the idea, and that's how Japan gets across.
Cool Americans look like.
That's how Japan gets across the idea of this is an American.
Cool American action movie star dude from like the late 80s, early 90s. That's what that is. That's the aesthetic, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Not really, if you think about it in terms of who would have actually been an action star at the time, but it's Japan. This is how you can tell that the person's
you get
American.
like Jean-Claude Van Damme is like
a
character. Like he was a guy who was really popular during the 90s, and he was especially popular in Japan, and he's the main character of the Street Fighter movie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he plays Guile, who's apparently the main character in the Street Fighter live-action movie. And it's like, oh, why did you do that?
That's the only one, though. It's the only guy who really... They were all just Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah, basically. People really liked him. Him and Arnie, they were both really popular.
Are there game characters based off of Schwarzenegger that I should remember and just don't remember right now? Probably. I just can't think of them.
I can't think of what they would be off the top of my head.
There probably are. He's an archetype to himself. It's just not generally one we see in games.
Oh my God,
but we probably are just forgetting someone.
Yeah. Well, anything that looks like the Terminator.
Yes, more or less.
Like,
I just can't think of any from fighting games.
I don't know. Tager? Tager's kind of the Terminator.
Tager?
Yeah, Iron Tager.
What? He doesn't look a goddamn thing like anything out of an American
He actually kind of looks like Ron Perlman a little. like in his Hellboy outfit.
Yeah, that's not really the same at all.
Not really.
How come there's no Stallones in any of these games?
Sylvester Stallone he's more popular.
Wait, is there a Rocky in like Punch Out? Little Mac is kind of.
Yeah, Little Mac is
Rocky.
Yes,
no,
basically.
a little bit.
Yeah, he's
Small
also
Rocky.
19 though. He's not like actual Rocky.
Yeah. Okay.
His actual Rocky's basic.
I've never seen that movie. I've never seen any Rockies. At all.
Oh, okay. I was curious about some of these moves, but I'm sort of getting a feel for. No, there it is.
I'm just gonna opt to not even bother trying. I just
you don't even
know.
Want to try Terry?
I just know from how fighting games work that I'm gonna be bad at it.
His jumps are better than Ryu and Ken's. I'm
That's
noticing.
good.
He's got a better jump than Little Mac. It's weird. He's also.
Maybe they just don't want every fighting game.
He's a charge character. He has counters too. This is weird.
Okay. Maybe they just don't want every fighting game character to be so obviously from a fighting game that none of them can jump.
Yeah,
like maybe that's just too telegraphed, and there's no point in using more than one.
He oh god, he has his jumps are fine. His triple jump is not good. They're better than Ken and Ryu's, but they're still not the best, honestly. A lot of his other moves are things like he has counters and he does have motions. And Fatal Fury is one of those games that uses pretzel motions. So it's a little not the best. Gonna be honest. Like, some of this doesn't feel quite right. Okay, I'm really hating the volleyball back and forth here. Thanks for that.
Feel free to change to a different character temporarily if this becomes annoying.
He's also a charge character, so all of his moves are different if you charge them up first, I'm noticing.
Cool. Do we want to talk about the idea that it's slowly becoming a little bit of a meme, but that there was a character that was not included in the SNK stuff?
Yeah, and the adorable way that Sakurai fucking phrased it.
It's just
the internet loves that he said it the way that he did. It's Mai Shiranui, who is a character who is very much like a booby ninja. It's fine.
So, like, Taki, but, like, without the bodysuit?
Yeah, more or less. I don't even know if people remember what Taki is.
From Soul Calibur. She's just wearing a giant...
a game of Soul Calibur with Taki in it?
Yes.
We have, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think she's in all of them.
No, you're right.
But, like, she's a ninja in just a full-body boob sock. But, like, that... But not the boob sock. That's just all skin color.
Mai does not have the boob sock.
No, she's just wearing what looks like a... You showed me a picture, I think. And she looked just like a Halloween costume sexy version of being a ninja.
Maybe a little, yeah.
Like, it was, like, dramatically ridiculous.
Oh, God. Why am I getting pulled in? What the fuck was that?
Just... Ganon's just really charismatic and he draws you in with his magnetism. Or his wizardry.
And guess what, Ganon? There we go. Yeah. I used the fist that seals the darkness twice. Oh shit, I missed it. Nope, got it.
Good.
Anyway, 30 HP. Let's see. That's probably not going to be... Yeah, I've noticed his is... it's definitely one of those ones that's meant to pop. It's not one that's meant to do a fuck ton of damage.
Okay, so it's not really useful in a stamina battle.
Yeah, in a stamina battle, it might not be the best choice.
Also, it's annoying that this battle is just Ganondorf possessed by Ganondorf.
Yeah, it's little
just Twilight
weird.
Ganondorf.
It's kind of lame, honestly.
Like, I would have found it funny if they had just put that spirit in someone that wasn't Ganondorf. I don't know who. It wouldn't make sense, but it would be funny.
There we go.
And then just have Ganondorf be like
Punched
an ally character or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't work.
I think we've gotten this one before. I'm almost
Probably. It's Ganondorf.
Yeah, it's just Ganon. What were we saying?
That there was a character just completely omitted from all of the stuff they just
Mai Shiranui is actually a big part of this series of Fatal Fury. Mm-hmm. She's one of the main female characters in the series. Like she is Fatal Fury's Chun-Li, effectively. Like she is. If they have a female character showing up, it's Mai Shiranui.
Okay.
And they chose to not include her even in like the cameo characters. And people were like, why is Mai not even a spirit? Like she's not in it at all. And Sakurai, in his little presentation about the game, is like, the reason we chose not to make Mai Shiranui a character is because Smash is for good boys and girls of all ages, and we figured it wouldn't be appropriate. It's like,
so they just didn't want to like up the rating on the entire game for one side character in a DLC. It wouldn't have
upped the rating. I think it's more just a sensibility sort of thing. But it's at the same time, it's like, eh.
Meanwhile, Bayonetta is in it.
Bayonetta is in it, and a lot of people have made that argument.
I found that very
curious. She's not as inherently sexual in terms of the way
that's the wrong way to say that, but she's not, covered up.
Yeah, she's covered up more. I mean, in this game, she's not as inherently.
Well, because the game's not about her.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's covered up, and they kind of reposed her nude attacks so that you don't see anything, as opposed to just always being on the verge of a nip slip. Like, yeah, if the costume you showed me is what they would have been felt that they needed to use, they couldn't like give her an alt costume or something. No, it's weird that they wouldn't.
They probably could have, but they didn't even want to just do that and then slip her in because it's not her iconic costume, I'm guessing. That's probably the reason. Like,
it's weird.
It is a little weird. And the way that he phrased it made a lot of people think that was just absolutely amazing. It was honestly...
It's a little sarcastic sounding,
it's just
sarcastic. Kind of like just looking at I didn't watch this direct.
Yeah,
I kind of just forgot to. But like, it sounds like the way you're describing it to me, that it's like looking at the camera and just kind of doing the eyebrow raise like, okay guys, we're on the same side. The censor stopped me. Or something like that.
Or something, yeah.
Which is like...
Oh, damn it.
I don't know. Like, just... You would think that there would be more than one iconic costume for a character like that, because you'd think this would have come up in the past.
Well, I mean, Mai is one of those characters where it's like she kind of just is that way and has been that way since the very start of the series. That doesn't really fix it. That doesn't make it any better or anything.
Yeah, it's just like, if it's... How old is this series? This is from like the Street Fighter days, right?
Early to mid-90s.
Yeah, so like in all this time, they at no point like gave her a secondary costume that was like something to pass censors that would have been used enough to become iconic.
The thing is, I think they have, but I don't think it's been used enough to be iconic.
Okay, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know, like, I know that in, like, Soul Calibur, everyone's alt costumes are completely different costumes. They're not recolors, because those games are not sprite games, so I guess it was just a thing that they were able to do easy. I don't know. But, like, if you were to put...
Wow, that was a weird kill. That looked really weird. I missed him. And he had some invulnerability in his role. And when he came back from the roll, the animation was still going, and then he took the damage. That was really unusual. I'm sorry.
Yeah, anyways, if you were to put, like, Ivy in, and she's just, like, a corseted dominatrix with a whip sword, and, like, they didn't want to use that.
Ivy isn't in.
Yeah, well, there's no Soul Calibur character in here yet, so... but, like, if you were to put her into something, like, you've got a secondary costume where she doesn't have, like, the corset and whatever, and it's, like, it's just built in as just a thing that's always been there, so it's, like, I don't feel like people would really be mad if they use that one instead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we know that she has more than one costume, because we played that game.
Yeah, but, like, is there no alternative for this other character?
For I would assume that there is, and I just don't know what it is off the top.
Okay. Yeah. We just don't know enough about
that
this.
Final Smash hits under the stage. That's really
Oh, is this? Oh, I've done this on the Spirit board.
I think I have two.
I don't know if I've ever beaten it. This one's bullshit.
I have beaten this one. It is bullshit. You are right.
Yeah.
I think the trick to it is that you basically have to hit and run and hope that she doesn't get the distance that she needs.
Just dodge good when the thing happens, because it's gonna.
Yeah, and it... Oh, damn it, there it is.
Yeah.
You basically can't let her hit you for very long, because she will set it up. And that thing hits all over the fucking stage. It's so annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I gave up on this one.
I've done this one.
It timed out on the Spirit board, so I was just like, fuck it. Oh. In between us talking about Terry, I was supposed to mention something.
Yep.
What? You sound like you know what I'm going to say.
No, I just... Okay. I'm trying to say, okay, go on.
Yeah, you sounded like you knew what I was going to say. I was like, oh.
Oh my... Is this going to kill me? I can't even tell.
I don't know.
She dropped off the stage to do it. Yeah, okay. She murdered me.
You might need a different character.
I think I can do this with Terry.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We got Wario a little bit back, and it took a while. It's like we weren't sure where he was, but I was supposed to. Someone informed me, someone who's more familiar with the Wario series, that like a huge portion of his attacks in this game were made the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, I guess in his regular games, he doesn't, like, use farts to attack things.
No, he doesn't.
Like, he's not a pure gross out character.
And
it's just like, just this, Sakurai just came up with that? Or someone came up with it. I can't just blame him for everything.
I think it's because a lot of his stuff has to do with other things. And just generally, it's not gross out isn't his thing. Oh, God.
But they leaned in on it.
They did. But there are some things where he is gross, and that is kind of like part of his character, but that's just like the garlic stuff. There's not really anything there, truth be told. Oh, I cannot edge guard worth a damn.
Yeah, so, like, knowing that, though, like, sometimes I gotta wonder, are there other characters I'm not as super familiar with in their source material that are, like, just completely changed?
Probably.
Because I know that for a lot of the fighting game characters, they try to keep their control schemes as similar as possible. Same thing with, like, Bayonetta. And it's like, are there just characters where I just wouldn't know that they screwed something? Like, I just wouldn't know that that's just not how it goes?
Oh, that's a good hit.
I don't know, but the characters that I'm familiar with, most of them seem seamless. Like Banjo, Banjo works almost perfectly.
Okay, here's the thing: Sakurai is a goddamn wizard and like a gift from heaven. He is.
This is true.
We
think he's from heaven.
He usually is very good at. Oh, there is a character over here.
Where even are we?
Neat.
I was not paying attention enough to realize this was
looking at the thing, and I was like, "Oh, are we missing someone?" And it's like, I don't know. I can't think of anyone. There's another person over here.
Well then.
Huh. Okay, we actually did miss some people in here.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's go.
Alrighty. I guess we'll just go for those people we're missing.
Yeah, everyone is here.
Yeah. I mean, everybody left.
But anyways, you wanted to talk about Sakurai's supernatural status.
Sakurai's amazing. He does this thing where it really does feel like he goes in and he understands characters well enough that, like, yes, he basically tries to keep characters from being changed from their original series as much as possible, while simultaneously, like, in some cases having to create things because the characters just don't have enough going on.
Which would be the case. No? I mean, that he's from platformers, so you'd think there would be enough. But that would be the case for, like, Villager and Isabelle and the Wii Fit Trainer. Like, what the fuck would you do with that? He made it work. And what I also find really impressive about him is that he, despite being in charge of, like, one of the most ridiculous games in history and putting so much into it, and, like, we have a record of him basically, like, destroying himself over making the game, he still always comes off like he's really good at being a regular person in his directs and stuff.
I should point out, by the way, this is legitimately the first time I've ever used Terry.
Yeah.
I'm actually really enjoying his control scheme. This is nice. He plays really good. I'm
still
not even doing
choose
the
to
motions
abstain.
yet.
I still choose to abstain. I feel like I'm gonna not be good with this guy.
Also, apparently part of the patch that added Terry buffed certain characters.
Ooh.
So I think K-Rool got a buff.
Ooh.
He's closer to where he was for, like, older K-Rool before I think they nerfed K-Rool. I could be wrong.
Okay. Between launch and now there were updates that tweaked
Something
him.
like that, anyway.
Okay. It's neat that they do that.
Yeah, I like it. I like the prospect of doing DLC just to add things that probably should have been.
That this game is alive. This game is not static, but it's also not holding back on anything.
We'll try that. I'll try getting this path, and then I'll do whatever. We'll see if we can get back to where we need to be.
I love these weird surfing
I like them too, but this area is too much. There's too much here.
I know. I mean,
it's not even, like, bad. Like, I'm not even, like, mad about it or anything.
It's good that this game is too much.
Yeah.
That's what I like about games, is when there's just so much to them that I can just sort of lose myself. My problem is that I always want to lose myself in literally every game at once, and then there's no time.
My main problem with this stuff is that it's really time consuming doing the thing where you slide around like that.
Yeah, no, it looks funny with a lot of the characters just to watch them surf, but yeah, it does take a bit.
It really does.
So these guys are... That's an ice climber enemy, right? That walrus?
No, that's a Kirby enemy.
Oh. Okay.
It's Mr. Frosty.
I'm sure I've seen him somewhere.
Yeah,
he's not
I mean, that's
Kirby's...
why Wispy Woods was the background, too.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. He's not from Kirby 64, so I don't have encyclopedic knowledge.
And I'm remembering, by the way, this was the one where they asked us which of these enemies can Kirby not eat.
Oh, shit. Okay,
and I had even pointed out that character is one that Kirby cannot eat. And we were like, no, because Wispy was on the list, and, this and this. Waddle Doo, you definitely can, but oh, no, wait, there's a thing in the way.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, it's still good to go and clean some of these out.
I mean, it is, but I'm trying to... Oh, God.
I don't know.
Hold on. I gotta get onto this somehow, I think, which means I'm gonna have to go from... Is it over here, then? How do I get over
just
here?
Start on the yellow path. It might, have a branch that we just...
I can't get on that. That's not a yellow path.
Go all the way up. Back to where you are. Where it starts?
No,
on the...
I can't.
Go onto the other branch.
I can't.
Is this not?
Yeah, I just said that. No, it's not. There's no turn there.
Crap?
Yeah. That's what I was confused about.
Let's see. Can't get on it from the other side because there's blockage there.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my brain around this myself right now.
Okay.
Maybe... I don't think that this is a path, but I guess it might be.
The pathing on this chunk kind of leads there.
Might start from this tree, which I guess we could get onto from, What the hell is that a question down there still?
It might
Do we still have a question that we haven't answered? What the fuck?
Let's go answer a question.
I guess? I don't even know how to get there. Wait, that's
the
start.
entrance.
Yeah, okay, hold on. How did we... Okay.
This is
okay.
make me a little
All right.
sick.
Okay,
Oof.
no, I think I know what's going on. All
okay.
Right. Okay. Sorry to everybody watching, by the way. And I know this is probably just the most frustrating thing ever.
Yeah, people who know how to do this are
was,
probably like...
That was good, actually. The fact that we didn't miss a character.
Yeah, we're never going to use them.
No, but I like to at least get everybody.
Yes, of course. Everybody's here.
We
Anyways.
need to save everybody. They all need to be here.
Huh, maybe we can get there from here.
I do not believe we can.
What's that spirit there? This doesn't look like a path, but...
This is not a path. That's the outside of the arena. I don't think we're going to be able to walk on that. The perspective
I'm trying to figure any possibility.
I'm kind of... I think I've got it.
Okay.
But I need to go back quite a ways to do it. Not this way. What am I doing? Other way. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right. Anyway, what were we talking about? I'm sorry.
I don't remember. I think Sakurai is magic, but he's also very personable, and we like him.
He's very human.
Yeah, I don't normally go in and watch all of the different game news type stuff.
Which spirit usually sells furniture?
Okay. He does. I don't
know who this is.
Red sells furniture. It's just usually counterfeit, but it's still furniture.
Red doesn't sell furniture.
He doesn't sell furniture?
Or does...
well, he sells counterfeit paintings, but sometimes he has other crap.
You know, fuck it. We'll just fight both of them anyway, because who cares?
Whatever.
Does he usually have furniture? He does, right? Okay.
I mean, technically anything you can put down in your house.
Well,
but,
yeah, but that's technically.
I think he does sometimes just have furniture.
Okay.
Just regular, chairs.
I mean, that's fair, if that is indeed the case.
Yeah,
if we fuck this up, we'll
anyways.
just do the other one anyway. Who cares? Is this Pac-Land?
Yes. I don't know why. I don't know who this is. I probably should have paid attention to who this is.
It's nobody I recognized. It was like Meru Hige Man.
Huh. Are these...
These might be worthless ones.
Are these assist trophies intentional, or are they still random?
They might still be random.
Okay.
I picked both of them up.
Oh, okay. So then that's probably random.
Yeah, they're both mine.
Because if it was like something coming in for the sake of
no, yeah, those are mine.
Yeah, okay.
We started off with like 2 assist trophies on the stage.
Yeah, but it did say he was easily distracted by items, so maybe the idea is that he's supposed
maybe
to get them and
they wanted him to be able to use them, but I was beating on him a little too hard. He also has gravitation, but they didn't actually get pulled into him.
Okay. So let's see if that meant anything.
I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it is actually going to be red.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Give us the furniture.
All right, give us some furniture, Red.
Better be real this time.
Don't give us none of those fake Mona Lisas or, you know, the Venus de Milos.
I like how in like the later games they started adding things to the fake paintings so that you could tell they were fake.
Yeah,
they were hilarious.
Those are really good, actually.
I don't remember any off the top of my head. I just know that I remember looking at like a list of all of them and they were like splendid.
Some of them like literally require you to have a very minor amount of like knowledge of paintings to figure out what's fake on them, but it's actually really nice when you see something and you go, I know that painting, and then you see the problem and you go, I know what's wrong.
As opposed to just buying them like blindly and then going and checking and seeing if they're real. Yeah.
Well, they could only do that because the games had become so they have such higher definition stuff going on. Look at that fist up. I saw that. Hey.
Cool.
Don't give me a ray gun. Why would I need a ray gun? Come on.
Anyways, like I don't normally watch a lot of the game news stuff. I don't really like, other than like the Nintendo stuff at E3, and even then sometimes if it's not a game I care about, I'll skip through that part. I don't pay attention to a lot of like spokespeople in the industry, but when I do, a huge amount of them kind of feel like weirdos, like, but not in the good way.
Some of them are worse off than others.
Usually the Western developers will have a spokesperson who just kind of looks like a businessman and has like dead fish eyes, and it's like, who the fuck are you? Which guy am I thinking of? Is it like the EA Sportsman or something?
He's just really creepy like that. I'm not sure which one you're thinking of. Describe him a little better.
Like tall and long and pale and kind of like Zuckerbergy, but not.
Is it the guy who wrings his hands a lot?
Maybe. I feel like that's more than one of them.
Okay, one of the dudes in charge of, I think, Microsoft specifically, like their Xbox division, is a dude who wrings his hands constantly. And it bothers me to no fucking end. Like, I can't figure out why he's doing it. He looks like Mr. Goddamn Burns from The Simpsons when he does it, too.
I think that's not the guy, though. I don't think it was a Microsoft guy, but there's a bunch of, like, Western devs who just kind of look like creepy business golems who are just here to tell you the thing they want you to give them money for, and then they'll say, like, one or two things that kind of sound like video game things, and then they'll shuffle off to go drink blood or something. But, like...
Rob! We were missing Rob.
Hey!
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Well, we need him to not use him.
Well, actually, I use Rob sometimes.
Okay, yeah, then let's
I don't use
get
him often, but I do use him.
But, like, we don't get that problem with a lot of the... Specifically, I want to say a lot of the developers that, like, Nintendo has. But, like, even amongst them, like, you got, like, the Splatoon guy who was, like, posing with his guns on the stage and
I
stuff.
like that guy.
Like,
he's so happy.
I don't know anything about him. I just know that the Splatoon guy likes to pose.
He was I think one of, like, the students of Miyamoto or something like that, and he's so happy about the game all the time, but he does some goofy shit and people are always like, what are you doing? And he's like, I thought it would be cool. Yeah,
but, like, even
amongst, he thought it would be cool
amongst a crowd that's considerably more charismatic than, like, everyone on this side of the ocean seems to be. Like, Sakurai just kind of comes off as, like, he just enjoys his work and he's just good at sharing it. He's just a regular guy who's also... He's a regular guy from space who's like a genius at 2 controllers at once in the world's most video game of video games.
Yeah, basically. And he invented the video game. Have you ever heard the stories about Sakurai creating Smash, by the way?
He invented the video game? Yeah, is that what you were going to say?
He made Smash.
Okay.
Smash was kind of like a joint work between Sakurai and Iwata. And
rest in peace.
Yeah.
Also good guy.
So Sakurai came to Iwata and was like, I have an idea. And Iwata's like, okay, because they're working together. They were both on HAL. Iwata was the guy in charge of HAL, and Sakurai was like their number one worker. And he goes, what if we do a fighting game? And Iwata's like, that sounds like fun. And then he suggests the fighting game. And Iwata's like, that's really good. And then as time goes on, they have an idea where they're like, what if we make it Nintendo characters? And we pitch it to Nintendo and we do this and we do that. And Iwata pitched it to Nintendo and they told him no. And basically completely shot the game down and told him stop working on it. And he went, okay. And he didn't have the heart to tell Sakurai, so he let Sakurai continue to work on the game after it had been canceled.
And now, everyone is here.
And then when the game was nearing completion, Iwata suggested it a second time. And they were like, didn't you already suggest this? And he went, yeah, but I mean, you know, I got other things, you know, come on. And they were like, fine. And they let him have it. And he was like, the game's already done. And he handed it to him. And it was like, oh, God.
And so everyone loved it. Now. Good luck playing as a character you just met today.
Yeah. Oh, he plays pretty okay, actually. I'm surprised. Terry plays like a normal human being.
Let's see if there's a lot of dodging in this like there was in the first one, because I'll bet there is.
Oh, I'll bet there's.
Okay, so this is pretty similar to the Galeem fight so far.
That's a really rough version of it, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like a 100% different pattern. You can kind of see similar stuff, so maybe we can predict what's going to happen?
Potentially. I mean, maybe, yeah.
I like that he's got like the color-changing weakness eye.
Yeah, well, it only changes
very
color
aesthetic.
when you're hitting him with it.
This looks like that one Shadow Temple Zelda boss, and that is an underappreciated design.
Whoop. You did a rising tackle.
We seem to have gotten the hang of this character really well.
Well, that's just his up B. But yeah, no, it's uppercuts and jabs and
shit. You got like auto heal on, don't you?
Yep, I do.
That's why you're doing so good. I was thinking like, wow, this is actually, you're really smooth. It's like, well, you're healing, so at least
a little bit.
The hits aren't destroying you.
Yeah, but I do have to survive.
Yeah.
Oh god, is a gun.
Yeah, the movement of these tentacles is really good.
It is. It's so nice. Okay, this is definitely different.
Yeah.
This is his actual phase 2 here.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go, fighting Polygon team.
Man.
They're gonna explode.
He just looks really tempting to punch. That eyeball.
He really does. That's why I like fighting this Terry.
That eyeball is really hittable. It just screams, this is the part you hit.
Ah, damn it. I still got hit.
Yeah, I mean, those are tough. But that auto heal is really saving you.
Yeah, that auto heal is really keeping my ass from dying.
Yeah. I mean, you're still doing enough dodge to this.
I'm not really even dodging very much.
Well,
there it is.
Never mind.
Yeah, see. I am actually going to change.
Okay.
I like Terry. That's all that I wanted to say about that, is that Terry actually feels really good to play as.
Cool.
I have a strong suspicion that I'm going to be able to just completely destroy this as Ganon. I don't think we had Ganon for the first fight. So bringing him in for the second feels like this is going to be an interesting thing here. Hold on. Easier dodging. I saw it for a second. I saw the sword one. I want to get that one back. I could just go in and select it, but where's the fun in that? Haha. I actually might just do that because I'm not
battering items. Does that count?
No.
Okay.
Where was it? It's man with sword. I know he's in here. I saw him.
There's just only one man with sword in this game.
Sword man. Sword man and auto heal.
That's her name.
It may as well be. It's all she's used for. Was it Roll?
Yeah, it looked like Roll.
I wasn't actually paying attention to who it was. I just knew that it said auto heal. I wasn't looking at the character.
And she has a color scheme that I can kind of just see out of the side of my head and then remember like 2003 webcomics. It's like, I know who that is.
Yeah, she was used a lot in 2003.
She was the only girl sprite, unless you wanted to. Yeah, unless you wanted to like heavily modify like the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga Peach, which is in a different style from the Mega Mans that everyone used for everything. I guess if you really wanted another girl model, you could take like. I want to say there's a Mega Man X character people would use sometimes.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, not Zero, but there was some girl.
Zero has, like, not a sister, but he has a female lead for his thing.
Yeah, but, like, it's, like, you could easily modify his sprite into a girl who's got the hair, but, like, there was another one.
Yeah, there was a girl who just kind of
She was
like
full
Zero.
armored, so it was easier for everyone to just make roll recolors.
I don't know if it's slowing down or if that was, like, something else entirely.
I don't know.
That was cool.
I was just trying to think about sprite comics, and I zoned out.
That's fine.
That's normal for me. And you know it.
Oh, come on. No, you don't. Not allowed.
I guess there were a few different options for using Samus sprites if you needed a girl
if you
character,
really wanted
but they were
to.
usually like a higher resolution and detail than the Mega Mans.
My favorite quote, by the way, out of the Terry thing that he made was it wasn't. I didn't think that the Good Little Boys and Girls thing was as funny as he made a comment that was like, when I originally released Smash, when I was like getting the characters together for it and showing it off, one of the biggest questions I was asked is, who the hell is Samus? And I'm like, aw.
Wait, he said that during the Terry introduction?
Yeah, because he was talking about, like, one of the biggest problems is that we need to find characters that, jive with everybody and work with a bunch of different characters and a bunch of different things like that, and et cetera, et cetera. And he's like, we have to pick characters that are known, but that still work within the game. And he's like, we picked Samus, and nobody knew who she was. And it's like, oh.
Sad.
It's true, though. Japan really does not know who the fuck Samus is.
It's very weird to think, because there's certain...
In the US, she's pretty well known.
There's certain points in the last 20 years where people were super really, really big on Samus on like American internet. Like, she was a big deal at certain... Like I guess the GameCube, Game Boy Advance era, people were just like really into Samus.
Was that the light one falling into the dark one?
I think it was. Let's find out.
Are we going to have to fight both at once, or like...
God, it's just like...
It's a cutscene!
Holy shit, welcome to Story Snark!
Yeah, I forgot this was Story Snark. Yeah, welcome to actual fighting, and this shit's cool.
Has cut. Hey, it's him.
Oh, God. It feels so good finally getting this. So this was always a fight of light versus dark, and we were just inconsequential, I guess. The entire time.
I mean, they came for us first. We had to kill
them. There's a whole nother
okay.
There's a whole nother map.
Oh God, is this a choice we have to make?
I want to kill both gods. Just let me murder everything.
Who is that in the middle?
Master Hand?
No, there's fighter spirits.
Yeah, there's fighter spirits in there still. Yeah, I know.
Who's even missing? I can't even remember.
No, I'm not sure. Pokemon trainer. Like,
don't get me started.
D.
No.
Each of them is being protected by one of the hands.
Yeah.
Oh, and one of them has the darkness thing on them, and the other one has the light one on them.
Okay. I don't know who's missing.
Oh my God.
And it's going to be hard to tell because there's so many characters.
So when we come back, I guess the fight will be between, it's either Midna
Midna was being represented by Bayonetta, and something about that is funny to me.
I feel it's so weird. So if we move to the left, we're fighting darkness, and to the right, we're fighting light. And to the left is Midna for the first fight, and to the right is Tetra.
Right, not shadowy.
Oh my God, this, there's one last map in this
I want to
game.
see if it's consistent and it's all, like, spookies on one side and unspookies on the other.
Is Midna spooky?
She's Midna. She's from the Twilight, or whatever.
That, by the way, is a third thing in the center. I don't know what the hell that is, though.
What?
Is it taboo?
Wait, does it lead to both of them?
It might lead to both.
Because it doesn't seem like anything goes straight up to either.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like anything goes straight up to them. So that must be the ending.
So
like you touch that and then you get the final everything.
You fight both of them, or they fuse, or something.
I hope they fuse because that'll be easier than having to actually physically fight both of them.
You say this, but it might be worse.
Okay. All right. I guess this will be for the next time we play.
This is a good stopping point.
Yeah, the next time we come back. Okay, let's. We got 300 of these.
No, we don't. We got 294. That's not going to be enough for things if they end on
edge
0.
Grab, air attack up, super easy dodging, landing lag, undamaged attack and speed up.
I don't remember what we were aiming for.
Me neither. I don't remember anymore at all.
But remember that these can be removed.
Yeah, they can.
So we can just do what we want.
Up, sprinting endurance, weapon resist, perfect shield recovery stats after eating, special move power up, critical hit up, easier perfect shields, activities up. Ooh. Critical defense, heal with smash attacks. You know what? Heal with smash attacks sounds pretty good.
Yes.
That doesn't sound bad, honestly.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to.
And then we'll get the air attack up.
Sure.
One. That sounds good.
Sure, I tend to do air attacks a lot.
Yeah, I know you do. That one was for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
That one was for me and Peach. We need it.
Perfect shield recovery, critical hit up, and critical health attack up. Increases attack power for a while in battle. You know what? Let's go with that. So that the more damaged we get, the stronger we are.
Mm-hmm. But we also heal off of smashes, so it's gonna go up and down all
yeah, it is. Okay, then I guess we're gonna go into the customary fight between you and I.
Mm-hmm. Should we look at the new DLC spirit board?
Yeah, we can look at that real fast.
Right.
We usually don't do the DLC spirits. Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're not going to do them on screen, but we're going to look at it.
We usually, I was going to say, we usually don't do them except when we're on, like, the one stream we did.
Why don't we do more of those?
We need to do more of those.
I made a whole title card where you're in, like, the K-Roll Kigurumi, and it was so good.
Well, I think we've looked at least some of them. I think we looked at this one the last time, which is like, oh, yeah, these are really good.
Yeah, this is just all of them personas.
Yeah, it's all the persona characters.
I guess there's a lot of
like how they do this, where they separate everything.
I feel like the
it feels nice.
Dragon Quest and the Banjo-Kazooie ones were too small.
Look at the top holes.
What are they?
Sorry, they're a thing from the newest one. I think.
Okay, yeah, I don't recognize them.
Yeah,
but like these are way too small, especially since the Persona one had a second page.
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but that's I don't know. I guess it's fine, probably.
Oh, the music's going off. That makes me happy.
Yeah, it's good. Anyway,
they can't see me wiggling around to the music.
That's fine. So yeah, this one gets a second page too, by the way.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the Fatal.
One of these guys is in a Goku shirt.
Which one?
The one that's dressed like Goku.
Oh, you mean this one?
What? No, look at him.
You mean Ryo Sasaki?
I guess.
Sakazaki? Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Ralph and Clark.
Athena's here.
Oh yeah, Athena is actually here. By
sorry for a volume spike.
I don't remember if we didn't talk about some of the characters that show up as cameos on the stage, but Athena is one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll just show up sometimes.
There's our waifu, and there's like some metal slugs.
Mind you, that is reincarnation Athena. That's okay. Not the Athena we're used to. It's the other one that looks exactly like her, and may as well be the exact same character. So we haven't actually gotten a chance to use this, so I'm going to use this.
All right. I don't know what I want. You know what? I'm having some good music feels.
The King of Fighters Stadium, by the way, is unique because it is a stadium in this game that when you are in it and you're fighting in it, you cannot be knocked out and you can't walk off the stage. There are barriers on either side that you have to beat someone against until they break before you can knock them out.
That's interesting.
It's supposed to make it play a little bit more like a normal fighting game.
So for
which is actually an interesting idea.
For a while, I was thinking for a joke, I would play as a character who's totally approved for a good game for good boys and girls of all ages. Yeah. but I don't feel like it because I'm bad with her. And there's someone that I've been really having a lot of feels for. We haven't talked about it. We agreed at the beginning not to talk about it.
We'll talk about it later on. Probably later on this week we're going to do a stream or something, and we'll talk about it then.
Yeah, this is basically, I figure that's a segue to you saying we're going to do that.
Yeah.
This is my son. I'll let you, so is it, you said there's a barrier? It's not going on.
Oh yeah, no, it's over here.
Oh,
see,
it's all...
you can't walk out.
Oh, it's just the whole camera.
Yeah, the whole camera is just a barrier.
Oh, fuck, the face. Can I just... Aw.
What?
The face the squirrel was making.
Yeah, but the longer you're in that, the more you're basically just gonna pop out of the time.
I have not played as Pokemon Trainer in a while. I forget how to.
I think I can still knock you out, by the way, if you're straight up.
You really got used to Terry, like, immediately.
Yeah, he's actually a really fun character. I like him.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Shout out to Ivysaur. There's something we could say about you too. I'm not going to say it right now.
Yeah.
You too, I guess. I don't like Kyurem that much.
Kyurem is an interesting concept for a Pokemon.
Oh, wait, fuck. I'm the one that picked the stage.
I know you are.
Fuck Charizard. No. I don't actually care that much. Charizard's okay, I just don't want him right now. Nice.
Oh, hey. I didn't think you were going to land that.
Why wouldn't I? That's an easy one.
I didn't know you had actually picked it up.
I didn't. I think that was meter. There we go.
Oh, okay, that time you landed.
Yeah, that one I picked it up. The other one was just
I was actually landing a Buster Wolf on you as you did that too, so that was weird. You definitely took priority.
Yep. I really like Spupa too.
Oh, god damn it.
I forgot it was even here.
I forgot it was in here too.
Yeah, I forgot it was a thing. Vivillon, I feel like could have been a better design, but Spupa is like perfect for what it's supposed to be. Like that's a lot of the cocoons are cute. Like Silcoon and Cascoon don't have a lot of personality, but Metapod does. Fucking Swadloon is like amazing. There's a lot of cocoons that are really good. They're I don't know. Every time a Pokemon comes on, I gotta tell it I love it right now. Fuck. Why you gotta hit a turtle?
Ooh, the barriers are already in effect.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, you just barely survived that. Holy shit, dude. Good job. Oh no.
Why do I keep getting Pokeballs? Is he... I don't know if he's in. Abomasnow's cool.
I heard a break.
Just think he's funny looking, but in like a comfortable way.
I like his Mega in terms of design. I don't like his Mega in terms of use.
I don't really bother caring about the stats.
Oh shit, you knocked me out of it.
Oh shit.
Yep, okay, that was you winning.
Comeback of the century. I was playing really bad at the beginning. Oh, that.
Considering I was sitting there taunting non-stop for part of this fight, yeah, you did pretty damn good, honestly.
No, I just had to remember how to play Smash. It's been like 20 weeks since we did a Smash, so I forgot how to play.
It's only been 1 week. But
yeah, I know. Did you notice that I've been doing that every time we play? I gotta say, it's been. I know. One time I said it's been 3 days. You didn't stop me.
That's fine. Okay.
Final thoughts. Yeah. Don't let Josh anywhere near Terry. He's too good.
No, I mean, I could be better with Terry. I still don't know his motions well enough. I'm not good with pretzel motions.
Oh God, that's right. There's one of those, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, there's 2 of them actually. He's got 2 pretzel motions.
I can't even get off like Z motions.
I think it's forward and back. He's also got a quarter circle, and he has a double quarter circle.
I can't even get like half circles off comfortably in games. Like I'm so bad at fighting games. Like I'm not touching him. Yeah, it's fine. He's too strong for me.
I wish I was better at Terry.
Well, practice. This was your first time using him.
Okay, anyway, I got nothing else.
Yeah, next time I guess we're going to go fight both light and darkness.
Well, we're going to try and do that map and then fight them. Yeah, if we can. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Good night.